Hello, my ownership babes. Welcome back to this session. We are going to talk about, break down, decode, whatever you want to call it. We're going to talk about some of the issues that I truly believe America is facing right now. I know a lot of people are concerned about layoffs, and maybe if you're not a part of a layoff, maybe wondering, will a layoff come? And I just want to tell you, as an ownership babe or a future ownership babe, don't try to, create a problem that has not even occurred. Most times naturally we will do that only because we are in a world right now where everything is so fast paced. Most people are not just being present, enjoying the moment. I'm even guilty of that at times, but however, because I do put things in place, I do guard against that. I put, let's say a plan in place every single day to make sure that I am present. I don't get caught up in that. And I don't want you to get caught up in those things as well. I know there's a lot of talk, whether it's on the news or whether it's on the social media news, which is probably bigger than the news on television, about layoffs, about a lot of things that are happening in the world. And my challenge to you is to not be moved by those things. Yes, you have to listen and truly understand what is going on in the world that you are in. However, those things, be careful. Don't allow fear. Do not allow fear to overcome you. When you're embraced by fear and you accept that fear, it causes you to honestly to change. It causes you to make decisions in a way that you normally would not make. Versus you making faith-based decisions, you'll start to make fear-based decisions, and those fear-based decisions will always leave you astray. So what's happening now is, and there are some things that have constantly, well, they've been happening for many years, which is 70% of the people in America living, paycheck to paycheck. When we look at it, even high income earners, almost 50% of them are living paycheck to paycheck. So this paycheck to paycheck thing, it's not biased to one group of people. It's not biased to one group of people rather, but it is centered around people that truly have not learned or have not mastered how to live below their means. We're having debt, which is out of control right now. And especially if you're watching this video in real time, what's happening is that this is the holiday season, and for some people get really, depressed. And I understand getting down if you don't have loved ones, if you're away from loved ones. But what I truly can't understand is allowing, in a beautiful, joyous season, which should be every season, every single day, but allowing the fact that you can't buy certain things get you really down. That I do not understand, because that's not the reason for any season, at all. But that's what's happening. And that a lot of people are resorting to what? They are resorting to credit card debt. And then when we look at it, layoffs are on a rise. And I know people are trying to, either they're going into a holiday with that nervous, that fearful feeling, thinking, man, when I come out of this holiday, will I even have a job? And totally get that. Or maybe you've lost your job and now you're trying to, you're worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow or for the new year. And with all of these things happening, and I'm just the type of person, I am not going to pose all of these problems without just talking through possible solutions, And why I say possible solutions, because this is just things I'm sharing, my truth, things that I know have helped me along the way. Whether or not rather you decide to, take any of these paths, that is up to you. That is, and especially financially, that is up to you and whoever your financial advisor or your financial coach is, as well. But one thing I can tell you, just some actionable steps and how to weather all of these things that are happening right now is, number one, you really got to start being led by faith and not by fear. And I know that's easier said than done, but faith is the key to it all. Like, you really have to, one thing I always say and I always stand by, and this is my quote, is that things may change, but your faith must always stay the same. And when I'm talking about faith, I'm saying that you have to believe that, honestly, you have to believe past what you're seeing or past what you are hearing. Your belief level has to be far beyond that. See, when you have incredible faith, incredible belief level, you don't worry about the things that are happening around you. You are more focused about controlling the things that happen within you. And what tends to happen is most people spend time worrying about things you cannot control. See, what I know what I know is that if I can't control it, I'm not going to spend time on it. But I do know I can control what I feel internally. So those are the things that I work on, like making sure I'm growing every day, making sure I'm listening to positive, motivating messages rather. Make sure I am exercising at my strongest. Make sure that I'm reading, I'm growing, I'm writing, making sure I'm moving the clutter out of my mind, by writing and being engaged in a gratitude journal, because I understand as clutter goes out, clarity comes in. So that's one thing, is really get your faith level up. That's all I'm saying. Number two, make sure you are careful the people that you are around. I've heard this saying that you're average of the 3 to 4 people you spend time with, and I wholeheartedly believe this. You have to be careful. I'm not sure who it is, but if you have a group of negative people, you're trying to get through and navigate through all this negativity so that you can embody positivity. But if you do not have a circle of people that are positive, you either have to go find another one, or create a circle ASAP. Making sure you have the right people around you is essential. It is essential to not only your mental, but your physical health, to make sure that you have a group of positive, motivating people that are where you are on the journey to where you are going. So network through that. Am I saying let go of the people that you care about? I would never say that. But what I'm saying is you might have to take a temporary pause if some of those people are negative, and go find you a circle of people that are positive, that are motivating, the type of people that tune into these type of sessions. And once you get stronger in your faith, and once you get stronger in your positivity, then maybe you can come back and be a better influence on those people. It will be hard to influence anyone if you're feeling the same way negatively like those people. So get you another group of people. And then I'll wrap up with the financial part of it. Now, again, as I always say, consult whoever your financial advisor, your financial coach is. But I will tell you, this is just something that's probably not, it's more, you really don't need anyone to tell you this, but make sure that you are acting your wage. Make sure you are living within your means. Make sure that you are adhering to a functioning budget. You have to do that. If you are not doing that, you will find yourself where your expenses are more than the money, your revenue, the money that is coming in. You'll find yourself in those statistics that I mentioned before. So I challenge you, if you are in debt, and what I know is, as I said earlier, people are worried about layoffs. If you are worried about layoffs, all you honestly have to do is get out of debt. And whatever way possible, I don't know, maybe your budget's going to tell you need to make more income to do that. Maybe your budget is just going to say you just need to adjust your expenses and you can become debt free. Or maybe your budget is going to tell you that you need to do both. But whatever it tells you in your financial situation, you must do it. Get out of debt ASAP. What I know is, if you were not in debt, you would not be worried about what these layoffs, things of that sort. Why? Because if you did lose your job, there's nothing they could take from you. Why? Because you own it. You're debt free. You're basically owning your freedom. Become debt free so that you could save more money. You may be saving, but just imagine once you're debt free, how much money you would save. So if you truly want to become bulletproof, in this new year, you have to make those type of financial changes. Get out of debt, save money. I promise you, it will save you in life. So these are just some things that I just want to share. My heart goes out. I really don't want people to be in a season of worry when you should be in a season of promised joy. So I challenge you, do the necessary things you have to do. Stay focused. Make sure you stay committed. Stay around the right people, the right path. And let's go make it happen, my ownership babes. I will see you in the next session. Hasta luego.